Mm-mm-mm. And you'll be surprised who don't want you to win. You will be surprised who's sitting back, waiting for you to fail. You'll be surprised who's watching, waiting for you to give up. They're waiting for you to give up on that idea that you're passionate about. They're waiting for you to give up on that venture, that business venture that you've been working on. They're waiting for it. Like, no, they're really waiting for it. Like on social media, they're checking in on you. They checking in, and it's like they're lottery. You know, I mean, like the lottery or something like that. Like they're gambling. They're like, come on, come on, come on, and then they check on you, and they check your page, and they see you still at it, and they like, man, check back next week. They can't wait to see you stop. They can't wait to see you fall off. They check your social media and they want to see a post of you saying things didn't work out. Things didn't work out with that relationship that you're in. They want to see that person that you were so happy with. They want to look and see that you broke up. They moved on to somebody else. They want to see when you post that that photo looking down and out with the caption that reads, "Oh, that's it. I give up. This is too much for me. Oh, they say God never give you more than you can handle, but make it stop, cause this is breaking me." You know things like that. They like to see that type of thing. They want to see you down on your luck. I know it's messed up, right? It's crazy, but it's a fact, and you'll be surprised who it is. You'll be surprised, cause a lot of times you're thinking that it's some person that stranger that barely know you, or somebody you had a problem with. The obvious ones. No, it's not them. You'll be surprised to find out that it could be that very person that you've been pouring into, the very person that you've been there for, the same person that you may have put aside whatever you were working on to be there for them. When they were down on their luck, you came around to try to share some of your mojo with them. You try to give them the best words of encouragement that you could, even if it kind of threw your vibe off, but you never told them about that. You never told them about the time that they called you up and you were in the middle of doing something and you needed that energy to put into whatever it was that you're working on. But you took that time to put aside what you was working on to uplift them. Yeah, the ones that are rooting on your downfall could be the very ones that you were uplifting. You were uplifting them while they were hoping to see you fall. A lot of people won't really accept this truth until it's too late. A lot of people will hear a message like this and say, "Oh, it sounds negative, right?" You'll say, "Nah, you don't know the people that I'm around. I'm around good people. I don't surround myself with people like that." But how do you think, or should I say, why do you think betrayal hurts so bad? By its very nature, you don't see it coming. It's not betrayal if the person you expect to, root against you is doing it, right? Everybody talk about they have haters, and the people who, the haters and naysayers, they don't realize who their biggest haters can be. They don't realize the biggest haters can be the ones that you love the most. Like I said, the ones you pour into the most. And the reason why it'll bother you so much is because those are the ones where you can't even figure out, like, why would you wish bad on me? Why would you want to see me do bad when if I do good, I think you would know that it would benefit you as well. It could be someone very close to you, whereas you have every intention on whatever success you have, you're going to bring them up too. I've heard stories about people who been partners with somebody in business, and that very person sabotaged the business just because they didn't want that person to succeed. Meanwhile, you both will benefit from the business, but in order not to see one person succeed, they will sabotage the whole operation. It could be that friend that you've been friends with forever, and they're used to being so close to you. They're used to y'all both having the same things, being on the same level. When they start seeing you get to a different level, they start seeing you changing. Different people, you're in different rooms, and they're not necessarily invited into the same rooms. And it's not because you don't want them there. It's because, one, they're not invited by the people, the new atmosphere, the new connections you may have. But also, they don't feel like they belong in those rooms. And it's very possible that if they felt like they were deserving to be in those same rooms, they would be in those same rooms. But they decide that they're not there. And you honor that and you respect that. But it's not enough that they don't belong in the rooms. It's not enough that they don't see themselves in that room. They will silently not want you to be in those rooms. They will question, why are you in those rooms? They may not want to go to the next level. They may not be ready to go to the next level. But that's not enough. You're like, well, what is it about you? Why are you going to the next level? You going to the next level will bother them. And that's why the betrayal will bother you so much, because you won't understand it. You respect them. You don't judge them. You don't even see them any less. If they choose to stay where they are on that level, whatever, you could have your mind made up that that's them. You've accepted that, and you will still help them. You'll still be there for them. But a weird thing starts to happen. Somehow you being there for them begins to bother them even more. The fact that you're able to help them in certain ways bothers them even more. It builds more resentment. And that's what a lot of people can't fathom. That's why people know it happens, but it happens every day to somebody new. Somebody new who feel like, well, that wouldn't happen to me because I'm close to my friend. I know how we're tight. It wouldn't be that person. But I'm telling you, like I said before, you'll be surprised who wants you to fail. You'll be surprised at who's waiting for your downfall. So as you climb to new levels, as you reach for new goals, it's okay to maintain love. It's okay to be kind to those around you. It's okay. You don't have to change your heart. You don't have to change the fact that you like to look out for people. But don't forget to look out for number one. Don't forget to watch your back. Don't forget to protect yourself. And also manage your expectations. While you helping other people, you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. But don't expect everybody's going to be the same for you. If you're loyal, that's great. But leave room for you to understand that you may not receive that in exchange. You may not receive that same level of consideration. And you have a choice. You can move on completely, knowing that this happened. Get yourself around people, like-minded people, people that match your energy, right? People on your same frequency. You can do that. Or you can be around the same people, but be mindful that they're not seeing you the same way as you may be seeing yourself. They may feel threatened by you. They may be envious of you. Even if you're doing everything you can to kind of downplay your success, you're trying to downplay and show them that you're still the same person. That would make them resent you even more. I mean, when I start talking about family, this is the truth that people don't want to face. A lot of people not ready to hear it. But it be your family, man. It be your own siblings. They see you having peace. They see you, things going your way. They see you setting up your house. You got a brand new house. You got some furniture. You got the place looking nice. Let them find out about it. Let people start talking about it. Let them hear people praising you for what you have established for yourself. It be the ones closest to you, be your own siblings, who will find a way to disturb your peace. They'll find a way to bring some drama to your doorstep. Then when they see you flowing, when they see you're on a roll, it'll be them who will trip you up, get you caught up in some sort of drama. And if you watch closely, you'll see a look of satisfaction on their face when things begin to unravel in your life. When the things that you work so hard to build begins to fall apart. They will talk to you and they'll console you, but you'll notice there's a certain level of satisfaction they have. They feel better. It's sick, isn't it? Unless you are a professional doctor, it's not your job to cure the sickness. It's your job to recognize the sickness. And that's hard when we're talking about people you love. When we're talking about people that you would, quite frankly, you'll do anything for, right? But one thing, you got to decide one thing you're not going to do. You're not going to jeopardize your peace of mind. You're not going to put yourself in the position where everything you worked hard for can fall apart because you wasted your energy. You shared your joy with people who are miserable. You heard about misery loves company. Most people, if they're miserable, you helping them is not going to make them feel better because they're mad that you're the one doing it. They're mad that you're the one in a position to help them. What makes them feel better is when you fall apart. When they see that you're on the same level as them, or worse, beneath them. And the strange thing about that, those same people, if the tables were turned, they may not even help you out. They wouldn't directly reject you, but you'll notice that they're mysteriously busy when you need them. When you need a word of encouragement, when you need to be uplifted, They have nothing uplifting to offer you. In fact, they will encourage you to feel down. They will encourage you to crash out, to make choices that could sacrifice everything that you have. This is the truth. It's unfortunate. Nobody wants to face it. It's not pretty, but it's real. And if you happen to be somebody who, for whatever reason, you were the chosen one out of your family to rise to new heights. You were chosen to be the one that's able to travel. You got a job in outside of the city that you grew up in. You're able to travel the world. You got these great opportunities. For some reason, you was able to get through school and create a life that no one in your family has ever seen before. Or you're in a position to do that and you haven't done it yet. It's very crucial for you to really see this right now. And it's a message where if you're a loving person, if you're a caring person, you can't help but to take it to heart. You can't help but to feel some way when you hear somebody talking about family like that, because family means so much to you. And how you feel about family is unthinkable. And to even hear somebody pointing the finger at family, pointing the finger at your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunts, your grandmother, and saying that that person could want to see you destroyed. There's going to be resistance, but just trust and know that I'm not saying this because I think it's shocking to say. I'm not saying it to disrespect anybody's family. I don't even know anybody's personal relationships. I'm talking about the human dynamic. And go past the human dynamic, I'm talking about spirit. We're dealing with spirits here when we really want to get into it. And when someone comes with a spirit and there's a clash of two different spirits, we're talking about spiritual warfare, right? How you feel about it, how you feel about them, and the role they have, the title they have as whatever family member they may be. You got to remember we're dealing with spirits, dealing with energy. And if you recognize something, you got to see it for what it is, not the way that you would like it to be, or the way it should be, or hell, even the way it used to be. What is it right now? What does it look like? Because in the end, if you see something, you recognize something in a family member, no matter who they are, if in the end that feeling turns out to be correct and they sting you with the venom, yeah, they did it, but you can't blame anybody but yourself. Then that's the other part. You can't blame anybody but yourself. You saw it. You just didn't want to accept it. It's okay to love people from a distance. If you feel this speaks to you, then this is your call. Your call to action. Your call to stand up. I know it's tough. But this is your call, because you're being called towards something right now that's going to be amazing, and to a life that maybe it's the life of your wildest dreams. Maybe it's the peace that you always sought out. And everybody can go. That's a tough lesson that a lot of people have to learn. Everybody can go. Are you going to let that stop you? Don't give them what they want. If they want to see you fail, let them hold their breath. They can keep waiting. If this resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. More people can get this message, all right? Because we know a whole lot of people out there need it. in these days and time, I know a lot of people need it. So like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this message, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Y'all be well. Peace.